Yeah. Get it. I can hear you.
How about now? Fresno! Yes! Oh my goodness! Yes! Listen, today is an absolute 100% dream come true for me to come here today and be with you guys. This is the first time that I've ever done a conference like this, so thank you so much for coming, and thanks to Rosie and Francie. Give it up for them. And if we can give it up really loud to our student volunteers who are here today, coming in right now late, give it up for them. Now let's hear for the good dad, bad dad, Bob. Right. So today you woke up, and you knew today was Youth Day. Today was announced Youth Day. You knew that. You got in your car, and you came here. Oh yeah. And you walked out of your car, and some lunatic in a hat came and started screaming at you, "I'm so glad you're here! Thank God! Yes!" And you're like, "I want to go home right now." Who is that man, and why is he so loud? It is 7:30, and we're cold. So I'll tell you a little bit about me. My name, as Bob said, is Tommy McGrady. I am the manager of youth projects for the Diocese of Scranton. My job is to work with kids and students just like you all over the Diocese of Scranton. I love my job, incredibly blessed to have it. But didn't always do that. Didn't always work for the Diocese of Scranton, no. When I went to college, I went to Eastern University. It's a small Christian university just outside of Philadelphia. And I majored in biology. Yeah. That's right, I went into college, I'm going to be a scientist! And God's like, "No, you idiot, over here. I need you to work over here." Right? I don't know, that's how God talks to me a lot. "No, idiot, over here. I need you over here." Well, when I was at Eastern, I majored in biology, but I was also part of a traveling drama ministry called Transformed. It was a group of 9 of us. We wrote our own scripts, we did improv, we did that kind of stuff. We traveled all down the East Coast, from Spartanburg, South Carolina, to Martha's Vineyard, and everywhere in between. Every weekend in the spring semester, we were traveling. Oh, I loved it. Oh, for 4 years I was in that group. My junior and senior year, I was the director of Transformed. And you don't need to clap at that. My junior year, I took the group down to Spartanburg, South Carolina. Yo! For spring break. Woo! Yeah! And Habitat for Humanity. Oh, yeah! And Habitat for Humanity, it means one thing. It means one thing, guys. It means building a house. Oh, my goodness. Couldn't wait to get down there and put up drywall everywhere. Even if you didn't need it, just put it up somewhere and carry around concrete. Lots and lots of concrete. Couldn't wait. And get down there and hit things with hammers over and over and over. Hi, my name is Tommy. I have a problem. I like to hit things. And we got down there. We met the head of Habitat for Spartanburg, South Carolina. And his name is Jim Spencer. And Jim is an old Southern guy. And Jim looks like this. You see his eyes are all droopy. You see, and his lips kind of curl over his teeth. And he talks like this. He does. He talks like this. And we're standing in a big circle. And like I said, we're all excited. Because the anticipation is mounting. We're going to build a house. Oh, yeah. Jim! What are we doing tomorrow, Jim? Where are we going? Where's the drywall and the concrete? Where are the hammers, Jim? Let me know what we're going to do. And he goes, well, tomorrow, we're going to go to the BMW factory. Why, Jim? Why? Why are we going to some dumb car factory? I want to hit something with a hammer, and if you don't get out of my way, you're next. And he knew, Jim, the ever-astute observer of the human condition that he is, he knew that we were upset, knew that we were a little disappointed that we weren't going to the job site right away, because Habitat needed to sponsor with BMW for fundraising, blah, 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 I don't care, I want to hit something. He decided to ease the tension with a little joke. And so he said, well, tomorrow, at the factory, you guys can go on the virtual tour. And then he stopped, and in a moment what turned out to be divine intervention, he looked right at me and said, or you can go on the real tour. And he stopped and stared at me for 15 seconds just to make sure I got his joke. The joke is stupid. It's dumb. There's no punchline, nothing to get, not worth laughing at. Dumb joke. But he thought it was the funniest thing that he ever said. It's like he was sitting on his couch for 2 weeks before we got down there. Wait a minute. They have a drama team coming down. This could be my big break. I'm gonna hit him with the real tour joke. And because he thought it was so funny, I decided in that moment, buddy, I'm gonna make you a joke for the rest of my life. And I have. Because from that moment forward, anytime, anybody, anywhere, ever has said the words virtual, real, or tour, in my head, under my breath, or out loud, I always say, the real tour. Right? And it started out something small and simple just like that, just the real tour. But now it's grown. Now it's grown to something much more bigger and much more beautiful. Now it's like this. Now it's like, the real tour. Right? I love that. This is my favorite story to tell. I love the real tour so much. I love it so much I made it my Twitter handle. My Twitter handle is at the real tour, 3 E's, 3 A's, and real. That way, anytime someone tweets me, they have to go at the real tour. Right? It's real. It's legitimate. It is. Now, I've told that story everywhere I've gone. I said it so much after that day that when I graduated, Transformed bought me a hat. And the hat says, the real tour. This is the original hat. It's like 3 or 4 years old now. It's getting pretty gross and disgusting and faded. And my mom hates that I wear it, but I don't care. So I tell it all the time. I tell it every place that I go. Every retreat that I've done. I've told it all over Pennsylvania, all over New York, and New Jersey, and Connecticut. I told this story 2 Mays ago in Fresno, California. Yeah, Fresno? At Holy Spirit Parish, right? At the date of you hearing this, over 6,500 people have heard this story. And I tell it to you in hopes that one day one of you might be in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And you'll run into Jim Spencer. And you'll go, you're the guy! And he'll have no idea what you're talking about. Because he has no idea I tell this story about him. But I'll know about it. Oh yeah, I'll know about it. I'll be at work one day, at my desk, handling some paperwork or whatever. Something wonderful just happened. And then I could die, all right? Because that's it. That's my whole life's goal, right? Because the story started with Jim Spencer. I've told the story. Then it comes back to him. I am huge up there. That's a whole lot of Jim Spencer. Yeah, really. That's pretty cool. Anyway. Right. Then I could die, right? Because the whole thing would come back to him. That's it. I'm one. I'm at one. I'm done. I'm at peace. Take me home, Big Daddy. That's it. But I tell it to you, and now that you've heard the story, you must now become a part of the story. How, Tommy? Great question, guys. Great question. On the count of 3, each and every one of you, adults included, Rose, Francie, Bob, each and every one of you are going to give me your own personal, real tour. And if you're sitting there going, no, I'm not. guess what? If you don't do it with everybody else, I'm going to make you come up here and do it by yourself. And then you can tell me what one is more embarrassing, okay? And listen, your best friend who's sitting next to you, they will sell you out in a heartbeat just to watch you come up here. They will sell you out in a heartbeat. And one thing, please don't worry about looking cool today, because here's the thing, you're all 15 and none of y'all are cool, okay? So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about looking stupid. If we all look stupid, nobody cares. And I promise you, no one will look more stupid than I look all day long. I promise. All right? Now, again, I understand your apprehension. I am gracious and merciful. I will not expect you to be as ridiculous as me, because quite frankly, who wants that? Like, no, I won't expect you to go, no. You may simply say, the real tour, but you need to get your face into it, okay? You gotta get your lips and your cheeks and your eyeballs into it, all right? You just gotta let it slide, because it just feels right, okay? So here we go, adults included. Adults included. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to do it. This man's like, yeah, I didn't do it. What of it? I don't care. Now here comes. Someone else wants attention. Now here we go. All right. All right. And you. All right. Now listen, gentlemen. You. On the count of 3, and I need you to please face the cameras and face everybody. Right? This needs to be documented. This needs to happen. All right. Now listen. I'll give you one more chance. All right. Now listen, guys in the stands. If you have the option, and you have to decide yes or no beforehand, if you want to do it with them or make them do it all by themselves. It looks like you're doing it all by yourselves. All right, ready? So again, face them. Ready? Now on the count of 3, the real tour. And Bob, will you help me? Will you judge this side? The real tour. Okay. Bob, could you judge them? No, not one at a time. We'll just do it all at once. That'll be fine. Okay? Yeah.
One at a time.
Yeah, okay. Now, listen, it's a good point. They want me to demonstrate the face. So what you do, you just squint your eyes down a little bit. Okay? Then, you take your lip and you make it so you can't see your teeth. And then you want to cock an eyebrow up or two. Just like this. Just like this. All right? Ready? On the count of 3, face them. Ready? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, you guys can have a seat. Thank you guys so much. stuff. It really is quite sad how happy that makes me when people do the real tour. It's pretty disgusting. It is. It's a sickness. It's all right. All right, so today you woke up and some lunatic in a hat showed up and started screaming at you and you had no idea who he was, and now you know a little bit. But I don't know any of you. I know any of you. And so I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I promise you it's one of the most important questions that anybody will ever ask you for the rest of your life. And that's, who are you? Who are you? Your identity is fundamental. It's going to shape the decisions you make for the rest of your life. So who are you?
I'm Alonzo.
You. Yeah, who are you? What's that? Patrick Pacheco. What does that mean to me? Not much. Doesn't mean anything to me. So make it mean something to me. Tell me something about yourself. How do you define yourself? Who are you?
Tell me you're a Catholic.
You're a junior, so that would make you a... You go to school, that makes you a student, right, That's all right, it's tough, it's early yet, it's okay. I'm a student, okay, good. Who are you? Yeah. You're a man. All right, he's a man. Yeah, okay. All right. Who are you? Who are you? In the green. With the green, yeah, you. Who are you? What? What does that mean to me? You play sports? You suck at sports. That's okay. What do you like to do? What? Draw. So you're an artist. Who are you? I'm an artist. Okay, fine. Listen, guys, I feel bad for y'all. Dating is going to be so hard for you if you can't answer these questions. It's going to be so hard. Who are you? No, you. Looking back, who are you? Yes. You're human. There's always one, right? There's always one. No, there is. Because I went to Holy Cross High School in Dunmore, Pennsylvania to give a talk to some students. And I yell at people when they walk in the rooms, obviously. And so they walked in and I was like, who are you? And this little punk freshman was like, I'm a person. I'm like, shut up, you're a person. Go sit down. Little freshman trying to give me attitude at 8 a.m. Get out of here before I slap you in the teeth. Go away. Right? Yeah. All right, well, let's take a look at some of those answers. I'm a student. Well, that's something that you do. You go to school. That's something that you do. I'm an artist. You draw. Something that you do. You're a man. Well, that's just kind of stuff that you have, right? Right? Maybe you guys this way. I'm a basketball player, or I'm a football player, or I'm a dancer, or I'm a singer, or whatever it is. But those things are just something that we do. Something that we do. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that we answer questions that way. And I do it myself. I'm not surprised because we live in a world and in a culture that says what you do is who you are. And if it's in Batman, it must be true. Right? Batman Begins. It's not who I am underneath, but what I do, that defines me. Anybody ever seen that movie? Anybody? Yeah? How about if you haven't seen it, how about the Avengers? Seen the Avengers? Yeah! Yeah, the Avengers, right? So you have Captain America, and you have Iron Man. Right? Yeah!
No, Batman.
There he is! He's
Batman.
right there! Right? Now we all know they all pale in comparison to the Hulk. Let's just get that out of the way. Right, but anyway, you have Captain America, and you have Iron Man, and they're arguing, right? They're yelling at each other, and Captain America says to Iron Man, you take off the suit, what are you? Well, I'm a billionaire, playboy philanthropist, right? But again, he just lists off things that he does, or things that he has. And that whole thing, it's not who I am underneath, what I do that defines me. That whole line of thing, that whole philosophy, man, I love Batman so much. The whole thing is just absolute and complete garbage. It is. It's wrong, it's hurtful, it's backward, and it's damaging. Because who you are, fundamentally, is a person. And you can sit there and go, quick question, Tom. Good job. Yeah, of course I'm a person. We're all people. No big deal, Tom. Move on. No, that's a big deal. That's the biggest deal there is, the fact that you're a person. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's incredible. You're a person. Yeah. Because you're a person, that makes you the Imago Dei. You know what that means, Imago Dei? I-M-A-G-O-D-E-I. What does it mean? Hey, buddy. It means the image of God. Because you're a person, it means that you're made in the image and likeness of God Almighty. Yeah. And because, yeah, you can cheer to that. Yeah. And because you were made in the image and likeness of God Almighty, that makes you a child of God. And I swear to you, if you don't listen to anything else I say for the rest of the time that I'm up here, if you tune me out the rest of the day, if you don't learn anything from any speaker the rest of the day, the rest of your life, and the rest of the whole year, you better listen up and learn this. Because you're a person, because you're made in the image and likeness of God, because you're a child of God, that means something. And it means that you're loved beyond compare, and it means that you're precious, and it means that you're priceless. And you have every right to sit there and roll your eyes at me and say, wow, Tom, yep, I'm loved. Okay, great. Thanks for playing. I've heard that before, and great. You came in here from Scranton. Thanks for coming and all. You jumped around, you screamed. It was fun. You did the real tour face, and that was fun too. But you have no idea. You have no idea who I am or where I've come from or what my story is. Tom, you have no idea. Tom, you don't know that when I'm home by myself, I look at some pretty nasty things on my computer. You don't know that about me, Tom. You don't know that about me, Tom. Tom, you don't know that I'm really angry inside, and most of the day I just feel numb, so I cut myself in order to feel something or to punish myself. You don't know that about me, Tom. Tom, you don't know that I starve myself to make myself feel beautiful. You don't know that about me, Tom. Tom, you don't know that my mother walked out on us. Tom, you don't know that my father abandoned me. You don't know that my family doesn't love me or accept me. So don't you dare come in here and tell me that I'm loved, because I know that I'm not. Don't look at me and tell me that I'm precious, because I don't feel that way. And don't you dare tell me that I'm priceless, because I feel worthless. And I'll look at you. I'll look at you and tell you that you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. Because you are absolutely loved beyond compare. You are precious and you are priceless, and it's got nothing to do with what you do. It's who you are. It's because you're his son and because you're his daughter, and that's enough. In fact, that's everything. And I promise you, there is not a single thing that anybody, anywhere ever, could say to you in front of your face, behind your back, or post about you on Twitter or on Facebook or on Instagram or on Snapchat. Oh, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. They cannot change that. And there's nothing you can do about it either. You're loved. Get used to it. But man, it's hard to feel that way. Sure is hard to feel that way every day. Especially when we're in high school. Because when you're in high school, if high school is anything, one thing that it's not is a place where you can just walk in and go, oh, man, I am so glad to be back here. Oh, gosh. Because I know when I walk through these doors, I can just be me. And if I trip and fall in the hallway and my books go everywhere, nobody's going to laugh at me. No. And if I forget to match my socks, no one's going to laugh at me then either. And if I somehow tuck my shirt into my underwear and it's showing all day, no one's going to make fun of me. I won't get a nickname. It'll be just fine. No, man, high school's hard. It's brutal. Why, though? Because something changed. When we were 3 years old, we all sat in the same sandbox, and everybody pooped their pants. Right? Hashtag reasons why I'm single. It is hard. It's hard because you always feel that pressure, that one wrong move, and your whole reputation is going to go right away. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to walk in high school every day? It's hard because one day somebody woke up and decided. Someone woke up and decided that this group of people up here were better and more important than this group of people down here. One day someone woke up and decided that if you're athletic and you're physically attractive and you can do this or do that and you're smart but not too smart, then you're really important. And we also want to be just like you. And if you're a band geek, a drama freak, or Big Bang Theory wannabe, you're down here. Bazinga! Why is that important? Why does that matter? The Sunday school answer is, Jesus loves all of us, so that doesn't matter at all. No, man, it matters. Of course it matters to us. It matters because all of us have this inner need and this inner hunger to be loved, desired, and accepted. And that's okay. It's okay. That's a basic human need to be loved, desired, and accepted. That's normal, that's healthy, that's okay. But what's not normal, and what's not healthy, and what's not okay is when we start to change parts of who we are to get those things. And we'll do it for a variety of reasons. We'll do it primarily because we want one of these groups, whether they're high on the ladder or low, it doesn't matter. We want one of those groups to accept us and call us one of their own. So we can have friends to sit and have lunch with and enjoy ourselves with. So maybe we'll start to dress a little differently because they dress that way, and so if I do that, I'll be cool. And they dye their hair right here on the front of their head. So if I do that, then I'll have a new group of friends. Right? Or maybe you'll start to talk a little bit differently. Start to talk a little differently because, they curse all the time, and when I curse, people think it's funny. So if I'm going to start cursing all the time, they'll start laughing at me, and I'll have a new group of friends. That'll be great too. Or maybe I'll just start making fun of that kid because they make fun of him all the time, and if I do it, then they'll think that I know what's cool, so I'll be in with them, and that'll be great. Or maybe we start to do some different things. Maybe we start to get drunk on the weekends with your friends, because that'll be a whole lot of fun. Or maybe we'll start doing drugs on the weekend because it'll be fun to experiment with my friends. That'll be a good time. Or maybe we'll start having sex and doing that kind of stuff because you know what? I really, really love this person. And if I don't do this with them, they're going to leave me and find someone else who will. So I'm just going to do this with them because I don't want to be alone. Or maybe that's not your problem. Maybe you start to change how you dress, how you talk, what you do, not so people will notice you. But you do all that stuff just so people will ignore you. So that you'll blend in and you'll be just another face in the crowd. Because you sit there and you think, if they don't notice me, then they can't make fun of me. They can't look at me and tell me that I'm not good enough. Or that I'm not smart enough. They can't look at me and tell me that I'm not man enough. Or I'm not woman enough. Or I'm not pretty enough or skinny enough. No one can look at me and tell me that I'm too fat, I'm too stupid, I'm too this or too that. I just want to disappear. Man, that's a hard way to go through high school. That's a hard way to go through life. What we got here? We have 9th through 12th grade, right? Here? Everyone in high school here? Yeah. Freshmen, let me hear you. Where are you at, freshmen? All right, freshmen, I'll give you number 4. Number 4, sophomores. Where are you at? Sophomore, I'll give you 3. Juniors. Juniors, 2. Seniors, where are you at, seniors? 1. Okay, we're all in high school here. Guys, listen up. I'm going to drop some wisdom on you, and I promise you what I'm telling you is the truth. Guys, freshmen, 4 years. Sophomores in 3 years. Juniors in 2 years. Seniors. After this 1 year, all these people in your classes, guess what? You're not going to talk to any of them ever again. And you go, yeah, I'm Tom. We'll be best friends forever and ever and ever and ever. We're going to go to the same college together. And we're going to live in the same street together. And our kids are going to grow up together. They're going to play basketball and baseball and soccer and all this football together. We have our whole lives planned out because we're 16. No, man. You may have one or two close friendships from high school you keep your whole life. You might. But the relationship will change because you're going to grow up and you're going to move on, hopefully. And they're going to grow up and they're going to move on. And so in as little as 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, or even next year, all these people who you jump through hoops to get their acceptance, all these people, their opinion of you is not going to matter at all. And if it doesn't matter 4 years from now, then guess what? It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now. I promise you, these people who walk around in your schools and communities who think they're better than everybody else, guess what? They have no power over you. None. Zero. So don't give them any. And maybe that's not your problem. Maybe you do all these things and you jump through just so your parents will love you or notice you, your dad will tell you that you're beautiful, or your mom will say that she's proud of you. I don't know what your story is. But all of us, we jump through hoops. We jump through all these hoops and try so hard and work so hard. Because we want to be loved, desired, and accepted. And the truth of the matter is, guys, you already are. You already are. Maybe not by this group of people or that group of people. Maybe not. Some of you feel in your own families. Maybe not even you don't even feel that way in your own church. But you are loved, desired, and accepted by the only person that matters. By the Alpha and the Omega. The Almighty, never-living God knows your name, knows you better than you know yourself, and on top of all of that, He wants you to get to know Him. So you sit there and tell me, what amount of friendship or popularity or fame, whatever it is you're trying to find your worth in, what's it going to add up to what you already have because of who you already are? And I really wish you knew that. I wish you knew how amazing you are and how awesome you are and how much potential you have inside of you to change this world. I really wish you did. Because if you truly knew that you were loved beyond compare, and that you were precious, and you were priceless, and that you were loved, desired, and accepted, none of this stuff would matter. I promise you there's not a single more important thing that I or anybody else can ever tell you or teach you other than the fact that you are loved. And I wish, and I hope you know that now. Because if you do, if you know without a shadow of a doubt that you're loved, you can get through anything. All of us know that life is going to be hard, and for some of us it already is. But if you know that you're loved, you can get through anything. And I mean anything. And if you know that you're loved anytime, someone looks at you and tells you that you're not good enough, whether you're not smart enough, whether you're not man enough, or not woman enough, or not pretty enough, or skinny enough, or anything enough. Anytime anybody looks at you and says that you're too fat, or you're too stupid, or you're too this or too that, anytime anybody, anywhere, ever looks at you and says something to you, or does something to you, that makes you feel like anything less than a human being, you can stand up tall, look them square in the face, and tell them to get on my level, because I don't need that. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying start a fight in your school every time someone picks on you and makes fun of you. No. Because it cannot be just the one person who stands up. We all have to stand up because we're all in this together. And no, I'm not saying say get on my level as some sort of egotistical, narcissistic, self-centered kind of arrogant response and comeback. No. The call to get on my level is the same that it's been for 2,000 years. It's a call to holiness and humility. Get on my level is an invitation. It's an invitation to level up. Because the thing is, they don't know who they are. If they knew they were loved beyond compare, precious and priceless, and they were loved, desired, and accepted, they would not treat you that way. And because you know that, you can't treat them that way either. Get on my level is an invitation to level up. An invitation to live out more fully and deeply our identity as a child of God, as the image of God, and as a person. And if you know who you are and whose you are, it changes everything. And thank God that it does. Because we all look around, we know we live in a broken world with broken people, with broken stories. And it's easy to sit there and be like, I can't do anything about it. I can't make sure every child has food. I can't stop little girls and little boys from being sold into sex slavery. I can't do that. I can't stop the slaughter of innocent people over in Syria or wherever it is. And you're right. But the thing is, because of who we are and whose we are, we're not called to do the big things. We're called, as Mother Teresa said, to only do small things with great love. And I hate that she's right. Because I want everything big and to have happened yesterday. Small things with great love. Throughout the day, I want you to sit there and ask yourself, what are the smaller things in your life that you can do with even greater love that's going to change this world? Because you are indeed called and you are indeed gifted. And if you're sitting there going, yeah, great, Tom, I'm not good at anything. I don't do anything. I can't do anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you breathing? Because that's your gift. Your life is your gift. And it needs to be given to other people. You are immensely loved, immensely gifted, and tremendously called. But none of those things are for our own achievement. They're for the glory of the one who gifted them to us. We need in this world dreamers. We need you to go and live out and fight for your dream. And this world needs heroes. And not by doing anything great or spectacular, no. To be somebody's hero is to look them in the eye and get them to reach just a little bit higher and hold on just a little bit longer, because that storm is going to pass and tomorrow the sun will rise and it's going to be a new day. And if we can do that with all love and all sincerity and live through identity as the image of God, then we also live out the words of John the Baptist, who said, Christ must increase and we must decrease. That we can live out the words of the prayer of our Holy Father's namesake, Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith, despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. And we do that by listening and clinging to the words of St. Paul, who says, therefore put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, and we all know that life is hard, and that days are rough, and some of those evil and dark days are right at the door. But after all those things, so you can stand. And today, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you're not standing alone. But you stand together with your brothers and sisters, one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, over 1 billion strong worldwide. Yeah. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! You stand under prayerful support of the litany of saints throughout the ages. You stand in the power of legions of angels and archangels. You stand in the loving gaze of Mary, Mother of God, most holy. You stand in the very palm of God Almighty, washed clean with the precious blood of the Lamb and clothed in the love of his most Holy Spirit. All that so we can stand together, look this broken world in the eye, and lead this broken world with the words it's been dying to hear since the dawn of creation. I love you. Will you stand with me? And grab the hand of your brother and sister next to you and close your eyes and pray the words that Christ taught us that is central to our life of faith. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Let's give it up for Tommy McGrady.